I was in New York City yesterday. It was a pretty day. There is a density level in New York City that is wholly inappropriate. You would think there was nothing going on in parts of New York City. You would think it was just a bright, sunny Saturday. I don't know what they're not understanding. This is not life as usual. None of this is life as usual. And this kind of density, we talk about social distancing. I was in these parks, you would not know that anything was going on. This is just a mistake. It's a mistake.
This is the Spread the Message, Not the Virus campaign by Brandon J. Woods and Brand Marsonia, Inc. While the new coronavirus sweeps the globe, what remains alarming is that this particular virus can spread by asymptomatic transmission, whereby newly infected individuals appear dangerously normal while silently spreading the disease. This calls for us all to adhere strictly to social distancing. So I want to speak directly to my African American communities and other minority communities in America where pre-existing comorbidities augment the impact of this disease. Stay at home, listen to the CDC and the World Health Organization, and stay tuned. Peace.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jim and Brandon J on 19.7, New York's hottest radio station. You're live on the late night quarantine radio, and we're on the hotline, line 1. What can I do for you?
Yeah, what's going on, Jim and Brandon J? This is Donnell from Uptown, and...
What's up, Donnell?
Man, I'm calling in tonight because, man, I've been locked up in the house for about 3-4 weeks now, and, you know, the cabin fever's starting to set in, and I need a little something to get me through, man. Can you play me something to help support me through this, social distancing and, you know, all of this quarantine stuff that's going on now?
Brother Donnell, absolutely, my brother, man, and I appreciate you calling in, because I know you ain't the only one feeling that way. Matter of fact, I done felt that way myself, been cooped up in the house for about 3 weeks with no place to go. So let me go ahead and play you something superb with a whole lot of swerve to calm the cabin fever nerves. You dig? New joint from a new artist who goes by the Harvard PhD candidate, Dr. to be, Mr. Woods, baby.
Social distance is an intervention, it's essential to stop asymptomatic transmission of COVID infection. You can spread it without showing symptoms, by definition, that's asymptomatic transmission. And you don't have to be a senior citizen to get it now. You could be a college kid and still get infected. What? It may not be you who's sick in the end, but imagine if you gave it to your family and friends. The situation we're facing is that COVID's evasive. Basically, its latency is shorter than its incubation. That makes it hard to contain it, cause you could still be contagious and dangerous without blatant symptomatic manifestation. So we can't be lost and complacent about the ramification when healthcare devastation's waiting for too many patients. You may not be visibly affected, but still be infected. So take social distancing measures to make sure you don't spread it. Yeah, social distance is an intervention, it's essential to stop asymptomatic transmission of COVID infection. You can spread it without showing symptoms, by definition, that's asymptomatic transmission. And you don't have to be a senior citizen to get it now. You could be a college kid and still get infected. What? It may not be you who's sick in the end, but imagine if you gave it to your family and friends. The situation we're facing is that COVID's evasive. Basically, its latency is shorter than its incubation. That makes it hard to contain it, cause you could still be contagious and dangerous without blatant symptomatic manifestation. So we can't be lost and complacent about the ramification when healthcare devastation's waiting for too many patients. You may not be visibly affected, but still be infected. So take social distancing measures to make sure you don't spread it. Yeah, social distance is an intervention. It's essential to stop asymptomatic transmission of COVID infection. You can spread it without showing symptoms. By definition, that's asymptomatic transmission. And you don't have to be a senior citizen to get it. Now, you could be a college kid and still get infected. What? It may not be you who's sick in the end, but imagine if you gave it to your family and friends.
Plateau, not plateau. We still have to extend New York pause, because if that curve is turning, it's turning because the rate of infection is going down. One of the reasons the rate of infection is going down is because social distancing is working. We have to continue the social distancing.
Social distance is an intervention. It's essential to stop asymptomatic transmission of COVID infection. You can spread it without showing symptoms. By definition, that's asymptomatic transmission. And you don't have to be a senior citizen to get it. Now, you could be a college kid and still get infected. What? It may not be you who's sick in the end, but imagine if you gave it to your family and friends.
Haha, what's going on, everybody? Brandon J. Woods, so delighted that you could join me for my docu-musical entitled Social Distancing as part of my Spread the Message, Not the Virus campaign, which is designed to inform, empower, and inspire during this time of crisis that we all combat the COVID-19 pandemic. As a Harvard PhD candidate in cell biology and a communications liaison at the Harvard Graduate School of Art and Sciences, I felt called to continue my service to communicate relevant information during this time. The mission of the campaign is to promote best hygienic practices and behavioral interventions across all demographics, with emphasis on younger populations. And as this virus has evolved to impact my African American and Latino communities at a disproportionate rate, I also felt the need to bring further light to emerging health disparities caused by this pandemic. At this time, I'd also like to take a moment to acknowledge the bravery and courage and service of those healthcare workers across the globe who have put their lives on the line to serve humanity. And it is in this spirit of service that I like to call all to action. If you are in a position to donate, please donate to charity organizations to help relieve those who are in need during this time. I've included the link to the well-supported and funded America's Food Fund, founded by Leonardo DiCaprio and Laureen Powell Jobs from Apple. With that said, again, so delighted that you could join me for my docu-musical. Please be sure to circulate this widely. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And until next time, forge ahead courageously. Peace.